Not only does the Biden administration seem to have an agenda with wanting to obscure Iran's role, right? Even up to saying that they didn't release the $6 billion. I guess NBC ran with the story saying that they didn't release it. The very next day, I think it was an Iranian American site that actually said, no, actually, we spoke to the head of the bank in Qatar. He says, no, that's not true, right? So what is it, Lisa? Why is in terms of the media, why do they seem to be walking in lockstep with the Biden administration when it comes to telling the truth of what's going on?
Because they don't want this administration to have its fingerprints over something so incredibly messy. They don't want to divorce themselves from this narrative that it's good guy versus bad guy, and the underdog always wins. So, in the minds of professors, the mainstream media, the American left, the progressives, the woke movement, BLM, you can add all of these suckers to the list.
Yes,
in their minds, in their eyes, the Palestinians are the victims. So they have to wrap everything else around that narrative, around that emotion. So now, even though Hamas is a terror organization, even though we equate Hamas to ISIS, and actually an ISIS flag was found in one of the kibbutzes where they went and massacred everyone, even though we know they're like ISIS, they're defending Hamas because of their emotional tie to this story. So with that, they also wash the Biden administration's responsibility. And the $6 billion, they're like, oh, that is just a myth. That's a conspiracy theory. And as I said on a TV interview last week, let's pretend the $6 billion is with me. It's a check sitting in my office, all right? Forget about the $6 billion. Just the thought, just the talk, just the smell of a $6 billion check going into their funds will allow them to be much more generous with their checking when they have $6 billion coming into their savings. And we don't even have to talk about the $6 billion. How about the 60 to 90 billion that they raised themselves because we loosened sanctions and they were able to have oil sales? How about the 90 billion we gave them under President Obama? The Hamas might still be on its last installment from the Biden administration, from Iran's regime, and the Palestinian Authority. Let's remember, Donald Trump, love him or hate him, came into office and said, you know what? We can't be giving money to the Palestinians. You know why? Because they're using it for terrorism. They have a system called pay to slay, where they pay actual terrorists to kill Jews. And that's U.S. taxpayer money. It's not a good look. So let's cut that aid. What did the Biden administration do? Day one, week one of coming into office, they reinstated that aid. And guess what? Without any preconditions. They didn't say to the Palestinians, hello, we're going to give you this money, but please don't kill anyone with it.